Have you ever heard a story so strange, so perfectly aligned with fate, that it sends a shiver down your spine? Today, I'm going to tell you one of those stories. It's about a soldier, a medal, and a prophecy that wrote itself into reality. This isn't just a war story. It is a mind-bending tale about how the universe sometimes seems to have a script written just for us. Our story begins with Private Lauri Törni, a Finnish soldier who would later become a legend in not one, not two, but 3 different armies. But before all that, during the brutal winter war between Finland and the Soviet Union, something truly bizarre happened. Törni was a natural leader, known for his bravery and almost reckless courage. His superiors saw his potential and decided to award him one of Finland's highest military honors, the Mannerheim Cross. So, they wrote up the official commendation, a document detailing the heroic acts that earned him this prestigious medal. They listed his accomplishments, his leadership under fire, his tactical genius. The paperwork was filled out, the medal was ready, and the ceremony was planned. Everything was set. But when they presented the commendation to Törni for him to review, he read it, looked his commanding officer in the eye, and did something completely unexpected. Refused Italiano. Now, refusing a medal of that stature is almost unheard of. It's a massive honor, a symbol of ultimate respect and valor. His superiors were stunned. Why would anyone turn this down? Törni's reason was simple, yet profound. He pointed to the text and said, "I can't accept this. The things you've written here, I haven't done them yet." He felt the description exaggerated his actions, that it painted a picture of a hero he hadn't yet become. He was a man of intense integrity, and in his mind, accepting the medal would be living a lie. He didn't feel worthy of the words written on that paper. His commanders were in a tough spot. They believed he deserved it, but they couldn't force him to accept it. Reluctantly, they agreed to postpone the award. They put the medal and the untouched original commendation papers away in a drawer, thinking they'd have to rewrite it later after Törni performed some other verifiable act of bravery. They figured it was just a matter of time with a soldier like him, but they had no idea just how little time it would be, or how eerily accurate that original document would prove to be. Just 3 weeks later, Törni's unit was tasked with a perilous mission deep behind enemy lines. The situation was dire. They were cut off, surrounded, and vastly outnumbered. Ammunition was low, morale was starting to crack, and the enemy was closing in for the final push. It was in this crucible of chaos and desperation that Lauri Törni truly came alive. He didn't just fight, he orchestrated a masterpiece of guerrilla warfare. He led a small, daring counterattack that completely blindsided the enemy forces. He single-handedly took out machine gun nests that had his men pinned down. He organized the defense, redistributed the last of the ammunition, and moved from soldier to soldier, his own calm courage spreading like wildfire through the ranks. He led his men through swamps and dense forests, evading patrols and setting traps, all while carrying wounded comrades. It was a textbook example of leadership and bravery against impossible odds, through his sheer force of will and brilliant tactics. Arnie not only broke the enemy's encirclement, but managed to lead his entire unit back to the safety of finish lines with minimal casualties. It was an astonishing feat, the kind of action that becomes the stuff of legend. His men looked at him with awe. He had saved them all. When word of his incredible actions reached headquarters, his commanders knew the time had come. It was undeniable now. Törni had more than earned the Mannerheim Cross. So, one of the officers went to the filing cabinet, pulled out the old paperwork, and blew the dust off the original commendation he had written 3 weeks prior. He intended to use it as a template, to update it with the details of Törni's new, incredible feats. But as he sat down to write, a strange feeling came over him. He started reading the old text, the one Törni had rejected. His eyes widened. He read it again, his heart pounding in his chest. Every single heroic act described in that original document, the acts Törni claimed he had yawned yet performed, had just been carried out, point by point, detail by detail, during that mission. It was as if the commendation wasn't a description of past events, but a chillingly accurate prophecy of what was to come. The leadership, the specific tactical decisions, the bravery under fire, it was all there, written down 3 weeks before it ever happened. The officer was speechless. He called his colleagues over. and they all stared at the paper in stunned silence. There was no need to change a single word. The document was already perfect. It was a pre-written history of an event that hadn't yet occurred. This time, when they presented Lauri Törni with the award, they used the exact same commendation, and this time Törni accepted it without hesitation. Because now, he had earned it. He had lived up to the words that had, in a strange way, been waiting for him. So what do we make of this? Was it a bizarre coincidence? A case of a commander having an incredible foresight into his soldiers' potential? Or was it something more? Was it fate, destiny, or some kind of self-fulfilling prophecy? Perhaps, by reading those words, Törni subconsciously stored them in his mind, and when the moment of crisis came, he acted out the script that had been written for him. Or maybe, just maybe, the universe sometimes gives us a sneak peek at the person we are meant to become. The story of Lauri Törni, who later fought for the Germans and then the Americans as Lauri Thorne, is filled with incredible tales. But this one, the story of the medal he refused, stands out as a powerful reminder that sometimes life is stranger than any fiction we could ever imagine. It makes you wonder what's already written in your own story, just waiting for the right moment to happen. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, hit that like button and subscribe for more incredible true stories you won't find anywhere else. See you next time.